Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. If you are watching this channel first time, please subscribe. So today, let us learn about the Grandmother's Tale by R.K. Narayan. So let us begin with about the author. R.K. Narayan. So his full name Rashipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayanaswamy. So he was born 10th October 1906. So he was an Indian writer known for his work, especially set in imaginary South Indian town of Malgudi. So he was a leading author of early Indian literature in English. So his contemporaries like Mukraj Anand and Raja Rao. So his fictional town of Malgudi was first introduced in his novel Swami and Friends. So the financial expert was hailed as one of the most original works of 1951, and the next novel, The Guide, won him Sahitya Academy Award. So R.K. Narayan mainly highlights the social context and everyday life of his characters. So Narayan has been compared to William Faulkner, so who created a similar fictional town and likewise explored with humor and compassion the energy of ordinary life and so on and so forth. So the Grandmother's Tale, right? This is about a short story. R.K. Narayan is a knock of telling simple things in a simple language and yet making it interesting enough. So that's what is popular. So the Grandmother's Tale is not set in his imaginary community of Malgudi, but he draws from his own family's history. The story takes R.K. Narayan. He identifies his role in the story. So back to his days when he was at home living with his parents. Grandmother's Tale is structured as if it were the author's grandmother telling him a story about her mother, his great grandmother. So it is beautiful story that shows us much about the nature of arranged marriages and the status of women in society in the early 20th century. So this story is said to be the last book of R.K. Narayan, and which was set in the era of British Empire in India. So this short story recounts the life of his great grandmother Balam Bal, right, mother of his maternal grandmother. Already we talked about it. So this Balam Bal, his great grandmother, gets married at the young age of 7 to a boy from our neighborhood, Vishwanathan, right? Vishwanathan was somewhere like 10 years old at the time of their marriage. After a bit of initial interest in his wife, an innocent free teen curiosity about her, Vishwa leaves the town with a group of pilgrims headed to the northern parts of the country without informing anyone except Bala. So he informs Bala and leaves the place. So within a week's time, the whole town sets in search of Vishwa. So everyone searches for him, fearing the worst about his fate. Soon the dust settles and everyone comes to his own conclusion about Vishwa's fate. So now it is the turn of Bala, right? Bala is being aware of her husband's decision, remains confident though. So she doesn't reveal to anyone, but still she is confident. But when she starts growing up and turning into a woman, right, then what happened? The tongues start wagging about the possibilities of her having become a widow and thus being ineligible to visit the temple or to lead a normal life as she has been doing. So infuriated, Bala leaves the village, vowing to come back with her husband. So immediately she leaves the place. After going through a lot of ordeals, she traces her husband at last in Pune and manages to bring him back to our native village by cunning behavior and feminine obduracy. Then she goes on to lead a long, peaceful life with her husband and their offspring till her death due to old age. So here the grandmother's tale goes on to tell us about Vishwa, who lived for some more time with all the troubles related to old age and loneliness. Right, generally old people have that kind of things that plagues one after the demise of one's companion of such long time before meeting his death at the hands of a conspiring servant. A simple fate overall the book. So the short story is filled with wit, twist, and uncanny knack of R.K. Narayan to make even the most ordinary of events seem interesting. What more, the story is embellished with lovely drawings by his famed sibling like R.K. Lakshman. So many of the people confuse you and worth the read, right? So if you can read the story and you can enjoy it because it's pause time, and reading this short story will be simple and yet riveting enough to be put down able, right? Grandmother's tale as interesting as only the grandmother's tale can be. So this is about. Thank you for watching. Subscribe Communication Skills for Everyone for more academic and educational videos.